Well, there may not be an etiquette when it comes to protesting in this country, but in a pandemic and dealing with a highly infectious viral variant like Delta, protesting can only lead to more deaths and hospitalisations. But that's not the worst of what we saw today in Melbourne. To use the sacred Shrine of Remembrance as some kind of fortress, as this mob did today, I'm sorry, it crosses the line. Now, they obviously think that the symbol of fighting for democracy fits their narrative and their right to protest. Well, that's not what a solemn shrine to our soldiers' efforts in war was built for. It's also not what our veterans expect or appreciate. But I wonder how many veterans were in the protesting crowd. One such post today on Facebook revealed very early how upset our diggers were at what they saw. It came from the Hawthorn RSL sub-branch. They posted, "The Shrine of Remembrance is not a place for protest. It is a sacred place for Australians to commemorate those who fought and died for us. We gather there to remember with respect and dignity, and it is not appropriate to use this hallowed location for any protest. We condemn the use of the Shrine of Remembrance by protesters today and on any day." Now, you may have seen the Shrine of Remembrance CEO, Dean Lee. He lashed out at the same protesters.
Generations of Australian servicemen and women have put their lives on the line to protect this nation. This building, this memorial stands here to reflect their service and to honour their service. Nothing that detracts from that honouring is acceptable.
And how do you think those veterans sitting at home watching the telly would feel about the scenes unfolding here?
I think they would be appalled. I think uniformly they would be appalled. Veterans are like the rest of Australians. There are many people with many different views, but overall they know that this place is a peaceful place of reflection, not a place of protest. Any protest here takes away and diminishes the actions of our veterans.
Especially when that protest is against the government. They should have been in Spring Street, as close as they could get to Parliament House. Now, today's crowd was a motley collection of some construction workers. There were unionists there too, far-right extremists certainly, and anti-vaxxers. The posters told the story. But whoever they are, this is not how to win the hearts and minds of the population of Victoria. Thankfully, police strategically marched protesters off one side of the shrine, opening up almost a 270-degree area leading onto St Kilda Road where they could go if they wanted to, and some of them did. But it's been extinguished completely, thankfully, and police did so in the space of 20 minutes. They did it so expertly, and I guess close to 150 people are now in police custody. We're all over harsh restrictions. We're all angered by inconsistencies in rules. And Melburnians have done the hardest yards, but let's not upset or disrespect our veterans in the process. Shrines of Remembrance, they're not vehicles for protesters to use as their fortress. It may be about time that police sent that message this week with a bit more old-fashioned force.